Hi everybody, my name is Helen Opper and I'm the director and curator here at the Art Hall. I'd like to welcome you virtually to our space. I'm going to be doing a short and casual walkthrough of our current exhibition entitled Tiny Little Fables, The Enchanted. And it features artwork by three women artists, Nani Odlocken from New Orleans, Nicole Moan from Oklahoma City, and Astrid Moan from Oklahoma City. And before I turn the camera over to the art, I'd just like to point out that I'm not wearing a mask because I'm completely alone in here. And when I do go into public, I will definitely be wearing a mask, and we encourage you to do the same and practice all the safe things. So thank you for watching this, and I hope you enjoy. So this is the exhibition looking north in our hallway gallery space. There's one more piece to my right. So I'm going to start on the left, which is where Nani's work begins. And I'll just talk a little bit about her work for a moment. Nani's work is very much concerned with her own interpretations of traditional characters and stories from voodoo and Cajun culture from life in the bayou. And Nani lives and is from New Orleans, and her work is very much about the culture there and the traditional kind of mythical and mystical folklore that is associated with the Cajun lifestyle in the bayou. So here we have the first set of works. These are moths that are from the Stinger series, and these are Nani's smaller works in the exhibition. And I'm going to zoom in on one of them so that you can see the level of detail. This is a Luna moth, and so these are collaged elements that are sewn with hundreds of yards, if not thousands, maybe not thousands for these tiny pieces, thousands for the larger pieces, but many yards of thread, and they're sewn onto handmade paper. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. You can see the thread. We'll continue on. Pardon my finger. We've got some wonderful birds, floral elements. Here we have a traditional set of characters. We have the feu follet, which is the female figure in the background, and the rougarou, which is traditionally a werewolf figure who lives in the bayou, and Nani has interpreted this as a fox in her work. So that's what we see here. Again, the detail here is just incredible. You can go to our website and zoom in on the images there for really high resolution, beautiful images of these artworks, which I encourage you to do since we can't have you visit in person. So moving on, we've got some more bird images. We've got another rougarou in this case. And just a disclaimer, I am shooting this with my iPhone, so you'll have to forgive me. This is a spirit guide. Also, I'd like to mention that Nani created this entire body of work just for this exhibition, which is extremely special. And she brought it with her from New Orleans, and we had the pleasure of working together. And it has just been a lot of fun to collaborate in this way. It's a new project for the gallery to collaborate with an out-of-state artist. So this is a centerpiece of our exhibition, and this is entitled The Arrival. This is the only unframed piece in the show. You can see some details. And moving along, we have some more images. We have a feu follet on the left, another rougarou, here. And we have another set of works from the Stinger series. These are bees, hornets, and wasps. These are also some of the smaller works. And then we'll just sweep on past the door to Walgreens, where we finish up the works by Nani. These are works featuring birds interspersed with more works from the Stinger series. This is the Death Knowers. And finally, the final Stinger. So then we have a couple of artworks by Nicole Moan. We have a singular corset right here. And I'll just say that all of these corsets are mounted on wood panels to be hung on the wall for exhibition purposes. They can also be displayed on pedestals, and they are also all wearable. So the backs of the corsets, they're in 4 pieces. The backs are wrapped up behind what you can see here. These are all adjustable as well for different sizes of wearers. Got a really fun multimedia sculpture here. Mixed media, rather. And there will be more of Nicole's work on the other side of the gallery. Right now we're going to shift to Astrid Moan's work, pardon me. So we have several works on paper, paintings, including ink on wood panel works by Astrid. This is a work on paper, a watercolor. Astrid is one of the youngest artists we've ever exhibited. She's also Nicole's daughter, which is pretty cool. It's called Burning Heart. Love this one. I love all of them, I can't lie. Then we're gonna sweep past our friends at the Urban Tea House. We love them. The Outside World. Then we've got some gorgeous pieces on wood. These look like etchings almost, but they're not. They are ink paintings. I'm going to look at this piece. Moving along. These are gorgeous, delicate renderings. We'll get a little closer to one of these guys. We've got some super fun, kind of Valentine's Day themed small works. These are appropriate all year round. Eat my dust. Okay, now we're looking at some very attitude-filled kitty cats. Astrid is a cat lover, as am I. Those are our friends at Safety Skills. They're all working from home now, though. Got this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous red piece by Astrid. It reminds me of the jackets, the Nehru jackets that the Beatles wore on Sgt. Pepper's, but that's just me. Okay, now we're going to jump back to Nicole's work, which takes up the eastern wall of the gallery for the most part. So we have several pairings of corsets and different works in the middle of the corsets. Right here we have an anthropomorphism series, Prosperity. So again, these corsets are adjustable, wearable, mountable, displayable. Love this guy. He's got a sweet face. I'm gonna get closer to this corset because the blooms are just super, super fun. This is a gorgeous corset. This is called the Constance. Look at that. Very cool, right? Okay, moving right along. Beautiful patterned, very feminine looking corset here. We've got another anthropomorphism series, the communication. This is definitely a unique creature we got. Got this gorgeous bridal corset. You can see it's beautiful with its draping, hanging ribbons. And Nicole does choose every ribbon specifically with each corset, which is probably obvious. This might be our funkiest little section of corsets. We've got the blue steel life. We've got the passion from the music series. Love some music. We had the awesome DJ Ostara at our super fun opening back in February. That work was inspired by DJs like her. We've got this really great lit up corset. I personally just love this one. We got our last corset pairing. Some beautiful lilies and roses on this. And we've got a piece from the Tim Burton series. Hello there. And then this was the steampunk corset. This one's super fun. It's fun to get up close to this one. You can see the amount of texture and detail and depth in here. It's really beautiful. Great work, Nicole. We love what you're doing. And then lastly, we're back at the beginning. These are the deathbeds, the deathbed series. These are nearly life-size torsos that have no heads and no legs. They're displayed on a panel and given floral background arrangements, as you can see. And they are lit, interestingly, from within by Volkswagen taillights. Nicole studied car mechanics and learned how to repurpose things like taillights, and you can see it glowing from within. The red that you see in the middle there behind the breastbone and ribs, that's light emitted from a tail light from a car. That's not paint. You can see it glowing. We've got our lily deathbed here. You can see it glowing as well. I'm getting kind of a Frida Kahlo vibe to this guy, this gal, this person, this being, I should say. And finally, this guy. Love the color scheme here. And then just for reference, that's 23rd Street. So I hope this was enjoyable and entertaining, perhaps, and that when we reopen, that you can come and visit. In the meantime, please, please, please go to our website. It's arthallokc.com, and you can visit our exhibition page and look at installation images and pictures from the amazing party we had and after party at the Bunker Club and artist talk at Art Space at Untitled. And you can also go to each artist's page and see individual works for purchase. So on a closing note, we really appreciate everybody's support. We know that these times are very weird, if not very tough, and that everybody's experience is unique while also having some things in common. And I think one thing that we can all agree on is that art is incredibly important. And without art, times like a quarantine would just be so unbelievably boring and intolerable. And we really need to think about that. And artists and galleries need your support more than ever. Most of us are independently employed workers and self-employed workers, and we get by with what we can do. So reach out to your artist friends and your gallery friends and your museum friends and make sure everybody's doing okay. And we are really excited to see you when everything is back open. Thanks, guys. Also, lastly, I am wearing an Astrid Moan top right now. So check it. She's got a website where she sells t-shirts and stuff like that. So check our website for a link to her website, because I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm sorry, Astrid. Okay, guys, thanks so much. Bye.